The touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Gano, the kickoff for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch the screen.
Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, 52 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Will Lutz on for the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Check 8. 54. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more.
Panthers 44, Saints 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
On first down, Newton eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Express! Blue down. Gun. Hey, check, Mike.
Back to throw, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 42 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 84 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and think, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Single.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
12.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Let's get it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch twist. Check hot route. Hot. Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Newton's going to throw it. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Sammy! You know what?
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Out. Slam. Check 3. Hey, kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One last throw here for Hill. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.